Dark circles. Do you suffer from dark circles? I have them today. I have them most days, and I think dark circles are most women's number one concern and number one issue outside of wrinkles and lines and all that good stuff. So I thought I'd show you the best way to correct and cover dark circles, especially if you are a woman over 40 and the skin is just different. So step number one is you want to make sure you always use an eye cream under your eye, or if you're suffering from puffiness, a puffiness reducer of some sort. So one or the other to make sure the skin is prepped for products. Step number two is you're going to make sure you do your face makeup first. Foundation, CC cream, all that good stuff goes on first. Step number three is you're going to make sure you have two products. You're going to have your under eye corrector. I love this product by Mary Kay. It's a corrector, not a concealer, and your concealer if you need one. And the reason why you want to use the corrector is because it's going to neutralize that blue and red and purple undertones that you get from the dark circles. So I'm going to apply that first, and you want to have a concealer brush. This is a flat brush that is great for concealer. And I'm going to take the under eye corrector and put a little bit of it right here in the inner corner of my eye, right here in the inner corner of the top of my lid, and the outer corner of my eye as well. Less is more when it comes to covering and correcting dark circles. One of the biggest mistakes people make is putting on too much. So you can always add more, but taking it away is a little hard. And if you have mature skin like me and you're over 40, you want to make sure it looks natural and doesn't build up and it doesn't enhance the other stuff that's going on in that area. So I'm going to take my cream color concealer brush and I'm going to blend this corrector down through my eye. This is where I have the darkness. So I'm really focusing on this area right here. And I'm going to also do a little lift on the outer corner of my eye. This gives an illusion of my eye looking more lifted. Now here's something that many people don't realize. You also need to neutralize your lid. The reason being is because if you have dark circles, they come in full circles. So we have a lot of discoloration on our lids as well. And if you don't neutralize your lid, it's going to take away from what you're doing down here. It can actually make it look more pronounced. So you can see how that helped tone down that darkness on this side of my eye. For some reason, this eye is worse than this eye today. And now I'm going to take a little bit of concealer because I need a little extra coverage and do the same thing. You can see how little I'm using. I'm using the one that comes with the product, and I'm going to take that same little brush, and I'm only going to concentrate in this area right here with the concealer that has that extra shadowing. And using a brush really helps you smooth it out, makes it not be too cakey. It helps it not settle in the lines. And it really helps you just not use too much product, to be honest with you. Okay, so that eye is complete. And now I'm going to do the secondary eye, and I'll show you. This one isn't as bad as this eye, but you can see how this really has helped tone it down and cover it up and brighten me up. The brightening is the part that comes from the corrector, and I call the under eye corrector coffee in a jar, because it really makes your eyes look like they've been awakened and you've had your cup of coffee for the morning. So I love always using the under eye corrector because it does help with some luminosity and brightening. So this eye seems to be not as dark as the first eye. So you can really see the difference already with just the corrector. Might be enough for just that one eye, but I'm going to go ahead and put the concealer on to make sure I match. One of the things I love about the under eye corrector is if you still see you need a little extra help, because this has a little hydration and moisture to it, it doesn't ever look dry. I'm going to put a little extra corrector in this eye here because it seems to be a little bit more stubborn today. But you can see how it has just brightened me up all around. And now we are completely covered. You can see the difference with my full face of makeup on. The under eye corrector and the concealer did a great job on these dark circles I have today. So when you have the problem, now you know how to correctly correct and help conceal them. And remember, less is more. And using a corrector really helps with brightening and neutralizing that discoloration.